What is up, guys? It's your boy JMS back here with another video. And today, this is the video I'm pretty sure some of you guys was waiting for, the Sonic movie 3 video. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna be talking about it, talking about how I feel about it, you know what I mean? Right now I got the trailer pulled up right now. I'm going through it right now. Um, and yeah, my initial thoughts on the trailer is that, you know what I mean? I thought the trailer was fire, bro. I thought it was I thought it was a really good trailer. I thought it was a really good trailer. It showed a lot of cool stuff. It got me hyped for the movie. I was already hyped for this movie. I think this is one of my most anticipated film of this year. The trailer opens it up with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles racing. It is a scene where Knuckles is leaping off of a building in London. I forgot what the building's called. Forgive me, but like he leap off of it, and the clock kind of shatters. It was just pretty cool. You also see Sonic racing on the bridge and kind of launching himself off the bridge, kind of like how he did in Sonic Colors and Adventure. So yeah, it's a lot of cool Sonic stuff in this trailer. Through the trailer's basically kind of explained that when Sonic lost Longclaw, he found a new family within Tom and Maddie, and then Knuckles and Tails, and then it kind of gained a family, kind of gained a yeah, like I said, gained a family, where Shadow kind of lost everything, and now and he didn't have like the Tom or like the Maddie or the Tails to help him bounce back from his loss. As you know, the origin of Shadow is that he was a project experiment made by Gerald Robotnik, I think the grandfather of Dr. Robotnik, and basically he became friends with Gerald Robotnik's granddaughter Maria, and Maria was killed by a gun soldier, and then Gerald Robotnik basically he did something. I don't know. He splits the objective because Shadow is meant to save humanity because he was the ultimate life form because they were trying to find a way to to gain immortality, to heal sickness, and all that stuff. So his goal originally was to save humanity, and Gerald Robotnik switched it to him destroying humanity as revenge for his granddaughter. In the game, I'm pretty sure he dies, but in the movie, forgive me, he's alive. So yeah, that should be interesting. And then and the trailer basically kind of goes over that a bit. You see Shadow breaking out of the facility, fighting some gun soldiers, which is pretty cool. You got some references to Shadow the Hedgehog. And another thing is when Sonic and Tails and Knuckles land on Shibuya, that is a reference to Sonic Adventure 2, I believe, when Sonic is like escaping the big gun machine that chased him down the street. He leaps off the helicopter. But in the movie, it's Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic who's leaping out the helicopter. But in the game, it's Sonic. And during Shibuya, which you guys know, this is the place where the curses started attacking in JJK. Where the whole Gojo getting captured, Sukuna fighting Gojo, all that. So yeah, this is kind of funny that like Shibuya is always getting attacked and these type of things. But yeah, we in Shibuya. They see an explosion. They hop down, waiting to see what Shadow is all about. Knuckles say a funny clip saying, "You're way more like impressive than the last Hedgehog I fight in front of Sonic," which is a little joke. Then we get our first voice line from Shadow, which is revealed to be Keanu Reeves, and he says, "You're a colorful bunch." Basically, it's, making a joke about how they're all color coded, kind of like the Power Rangers a bit. And yeah, we just see a bunch of cool action scenes. One thing I do like about Shadow is in this movie is that typically Shadow needs a Chaos Emerald to use to like teleport and stuff, but in this movie, they just made it a part of his normal ability. Because obviously, if he's gonna fight Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic, he needs to be OP, and like I don't know if they're gonna really do the whole like Chaos Emerald thing. I mean, they will. I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, it's inevitable, but yeah, making it his a part of his like his like base move sets without the Chaos Emeralds, and I'm pretty sure that's meant so he can be more powerful and be more combative against Team Sonic, which they are called Team Sonic in the movie, which is really awesome. As you know, Team Sonic is what they was called in Sonic Heroes, I believe in the comics as well, and then I think in another game too. But yeah, one thing cool about Shadow is when he teleports, you can actually see before he appears, you can see the fabric of reality kind of ripping apart, and that little in those like and that's like kind of where Shadow is gonna end up at, because when Shadow's teleporting, he's basically and you see it later on in the trailer, he creates a black hole, which is, oh my god, that was epic. You see him create a black hole, and that's basically Shadow shifting himself through time and you know putting him and placing himself in different points of time. And I like how they kind of showcase that with him ripping the fabric of reality and creating little wormholes where he can appear out of. That is really cool, which is again a reason why he's able to create black holes, which is another ability that they give in Shadow to make him even more powerful. And yeah, he Shadow basically chaos. He basically teleports, twist Knuckles' hand, throw him up in the air. A lot of people are mad that Shadow is like way more powerful than he is in the games and comics, because as you know, Knuckles is rivals with Sonic, and he should be able to like rival Shadow as well because of that reason. And plus, in the comics, Shadow and Knuckles did fight, and they did. It was more of a back and forth. They're both pretty much like both pretty much stalemated each other in the comics. I think it was the Archie comics. And then also, I believe, that was a crazy voice crack. I believe, if I'm not wrong, I can't remember, no, yeah. Knuckles is strong enough to punch Sonic out his super form, which of course, gave Knuckles a strength advantage. So he should be. So people are kind of mad that like he's not as strong as he should be, like in the comics or games, because he should be. He's rivals with Sonic, so he should be able to like you know be more competitive with Shadow. But again, gotta remember Shadow's the main villain. They gotta make him OP, because it'll kind of defeat the purpose if like they're already like what I mean, able to like somewhat stalemate Shadow or somewhat like put hands on him. You know what I mean? So yeah, they fight in Shibuya. Shadow like kicks Tails away, and then the dude Shadow, I think he throws Sonic up in the air. It just slams into the ground, creating a big shockwave. That was awesome. And then we see Shadow creates a black hole. Then we also see a scene where Tom is actually like in a gun uniform. He's like kind of pinned down to the ground, and he's like yelling Sonic. We don't know if he's undercover. We don't know if he's been promoted. And don't forget, in the first movie, it was stated that Tom's family had been protecting the city over 50 years. Of course, Shadow is a character that's been around for 50 years in the universe. I mean, and maybe Tom's family had something to do with the death of Maria. I think they might tie that in with all that, making it more of an emotional. All right, what up, guys? Sorry, basically my camera basically cut off, so I had to make a second part to the recording. But I was saying that since Shadow was like created 50 years ago, and Tom said Wachowski was protecting Green Hills for over 50 years, which I feel like that will have something to do with Maria's death. Maybe one of Tom's ancestors are the reason why Maria is dead. If they could go that route, which will make things really personal between Shadow and Sonic. And this again, I'm still curious on why Tom was like pinned down like that, and he is wearing a gun outfit. So yeah, And then the next scene we do see Shadow create a black hole, which is pretty cool. It's a new ability. I don't remember Shadow using in the comics or in the games. I could be wrong, but that he can essentially create black holes now, which is crazy. Then we see the Ark. We see the Ark from Sonic Adventure 2 pop out the water, which we know Shadow, causes the Ark to fall and releases the Bio Lizard, which is another experiment created by Jared Robotnik, and basically release it upon the world, trying to destroy the world. And Amy convinced Shadow to like turn good, and Sonic and Shadow go super, fight the Bio Lizard and destroy the Bio Lizard and save the entire planet. So I don't know if they're gonna do that storyline. It would make sense if they did. I don't know. Again, they could, but yeah. But the art, we do see the Ark emerging from the water. And as in the beginning of the trailer, when you see Sonic launching off the bridge and Shadow launching off the tower, and Tails flying towards the flipping the bridge as well. I think that's them trying to get to the A carrier, not the A carrier, the Ark, before it launches into space. And I think Shadow's already in the Ark during this happened. It is a part where you do see red lights around the Ark. I don't think it. People said it's Shadow. I don't know if that it is Shadow. I think it's just the lights of the ship lighting up, but it could be Shadow. Who knows? We do see a scene where Sonic is looking in this, like, he's have a flashlight and he's like looking through the base, and he's like water's leaking from the pipe. I think that's when they're in the Ark, basically, because the Ark was underwater. Then we also see the Chow Garden, which a lot of people are mad that the Chow aren't organic beings in this universe, which I'm not too mad about it. I think it's a clever way to add the Chow Garden, as that is a big part of the Sonic Adventure games. So I think that was pretty cool. We could still see organic Chow. You know what I mean? They could probably make a meta joke being like, oh, they're actually real, creatures that exist on other planets. Blah blah blah. Who knows? You know what I mean? We did get that Sonic joke, in Sonic 1, so we could like get a meta joke like that where like the Chow end up being real creatures that, something. I don't know. You can probably work something. They can probably work something out. There's a scene where because Sonic does go get help from Dr. Robotnik, which is something that happens in the comics and games a little bit, but it's still new and fresh to the movies, where something goes wrong and Sonic can't beat it alone, and and like the threat, it's too big. The threat is so big that he's like, okay, man, we gotta work together on this. This happened in the Metal Virus in the IDW comics, where like the Metal Virus got so out of control. Robotnik was like, I don't know how to do this, and Sonic was like, all right, Eggman, we gotta work together to stop this virus from taking over the planet. I believe this also happened in Sonic Adventure as well, and then some other stuff. I'm pretty sure Sonic 06, if I'm correct. Um, so yeah, Sonic and Eggman teaming up is something that happens a lot. So yeah, and we do see the reveal of Gerald Robotnik being alive in this universe, which is pretty cool. We see him reunite with Robotnik, and a lot of people are theorizing that he's the main villain, and that like he will probably like after Shadow becomes good, 'cause we know Shadow's gonna become good. Um, he'd probably be like, nah, I want all the smoke. Release the Bio Lizard, boom. You know, so you could it could be something like that happens. An unlikely choice to happen. I do think you could probably fit Chaos in there, because we didn't see Chaos in the last movie, and I feel like with all the build up and development of the Master Emerald, you could really do a Chaos storyline. Um, but they might save that for the next movie, if you know what I mean, especially with you know with the whole premise of Chaos destroying the world, and then hey, if they introduce Silver in a post-credit scene of Sonic 3, and he's one of the main characters in Sonic 4, you can have like Chaos be released upon the world in Sonic 4, and then have Silver mistake Chaos for Sonic, and blah blah blah. You can do that storyline. That would be really cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Super Sonic and Super Shadow as a given, and then I'm hoping, because it's not Sonic, Knuckles and Tails are more involved in this movie than they are in the current games. So I'm hoping that we see Hyper Knuckles and Hyper Tails. You know what I mean? And yes, they do have, for the people who doesn't read the comics or play the old games, um, and just new to the movies, Knuckles and Tails does have a super form or hyper form. Knuckles uses hyper form to fight Super Sonic in one of the issues of Archie comic, and Tails also have a hyper form where, like, or super form where, like, He's like he summons a red cape with a bunch of like birds flying around him or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure they returned in Sonic Mania, and Knuckles did reference it in Frontiers. He's like, if only I can go hyper or super, I could beat all the villains from Frontiers. It was a little meta joke. So we could see them finally. We could see those forms finally return. Have like Team Sonic, Shadow, and Shadow all in their super hyper forms. You're wondering if Hypersonic is gonna return. I don't know. They do Hypersonic, bro. Oh my god, that will be probably the greatest the moment in movie history. I know it biased as heck, but bro, Hypersonic is such a goated form, and imagine this is their way of bringing Hyperform back. Just put it in the movies, and then boom, put it in the next game, put it in the comics. That would be freaking amazing. I hope they bring back Hypersonic because it's so much, and it's stated that because the only way you can use the Hyperforms for like Sonic, at least with the white form, is the Super Emeralds. And I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that they were in all the dimensions. So maybe Ian Flint can work his magic and create a storyline where Sonic goes to another dimension that happens to have Super Emeralds and he goes hyper. You know, um, yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I love the trailer. And you know what I mean? I rewatched it like 7 times already. Um, and yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Another thing is I like how you can see Sonic physically aging a bit. He's a much more taller and lankier than he is in Sonic One, and I like and you can kind of chop that up to him being basically transitioning into the modern stage of himself. Because again, Sonic One, he's much smaller, more like stubbier. Where this one, he's much more longer and lankier, like modern Sonic. So I kind of like that the differentiation between the two. You know, you see him getting older, and Shadow looks crispy. You know, Keanu Reeves is a great choice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.